hypnotic polyrhythmic pulse of Africa. Today, we're exploring a musical genre deeply rooted in the heart of Africa. A genre known for its dance groove, as well as its revolutionary history, Afrobeat. We're diving deep into its origins, the musical architects who built its foundation, and the rhythmic and sonic alchemy that makes it so irresistible. Origins, a tapestry of influence. The story of Afrobeat begins in the city of Lagos, Nigeria, during the 1960s and 70s. This was a period of intense social and political change across all of Africa. A young musician by the name of Fela Kuti, inspired by the sounds of his homeland, was brewing a sonic revolution. Fela wasn't content with just making and mimicking existing styles. He took the complex rhythmic structure of West African highlife and Yoruba music, with its intricate drumming patterns, as well as its call and response vocals. Then, he poured in the raw energy of American funk and jazz, particularly with the grooves of legends like James Brown and John Coltrane. The result was a fusion unlike anything heard before. This was an electrifying sound, with its political bite and relentless groove became Afrobeat. The architects building the groove machine. Fela was a revolutionary leader, but Afrobeat wouldn't have been the same without his incredible band Africa 70. It was a massive ensemble featuring multiple guitarists, vocalists, and a powerhouse horn section. But the heart and soul of Africa 70 was arguably the drummer, Tony Allen. Allen was a master of polyrhythms.
There's another pattern. I don't know how to stop inventing different beats, because I'm bored with a particular beat. So I need to change and create another one,
Imagine combining together several independent rhythmic ideas. That's what he did. His intricate hi-hats and snare patterns, combined with a rich and deep bass lines, created a hypnotic groove that propelled the entire band forward. So what is polyrhythm? Well, let's break it down. Here's an example. The clav, which is a foundational rhythmic pattern in many Afro-Cuban and Western African styles, might be played in a 4/4 time signature, which is very common and a simple rhythm that is used in many forms of modern dance music, like house. But on top of that, the hi-hat might be playing a triplet figure, which creates a sense of 3 against 4. This interplay creates a beautiful tension between the complexity and the rhythmic simplicity that's a hallmark of Afrobeat. Defining moments, from rebellion to a global phenomenon. Afrobeat wasn't just about dance floor excitement. Fela was a fierce critic of corrupt governments and social injustice. His lyrics, sung in Yoruba and English, challenged authority and spoke truth to power. This resonated deeply with the people of Africa, making him a symbol of resistance. But Fela's impact wasn't confined to Africa. In the late 20th century, artists like Manu Dibango started incorporating elements of Afrobeat into their music, helping the sound reach a wider audience. The global recognition cemented Afrobeat's place as a major force in the music world. The groove, a deep dive into the musical DNA. So now let's discuss 4 major musical ingredients to give Afrobeat its unique flavor. First, the polyrhythms. As we've discussed, the interlocking of rhythms is the foundation of groove. Imagine a conversation between the instruments where each is speaking its own separate rhythmic language, while being perfectly understood by the other instruments. Secondly, the clav. These rhythmic patterns, usually played on the bell of a piano, provide a basis for the melodic and rhythmic improvisation. The interplay between the clav and the drum patterns creates a dynamic tension that keeps you hooked. Thirdly, the drumming. The percussion section of Afrobeat is absolutely key. Drummers would often use complex hi-hats and snare patterns, along with the deep kick accents that drive the groove forward. And lastly, the hypnotic horns. Traditionally, the horn section in Afrobeat are like a call to action. They soar above the other instruments, playing intricate melodies and adding texture throughout the song. So we've explored the roots and the core elements of Afrobeat, but the story doesn't end there. Fast forward to the 2000s, and a new generation of artists emerged. The 2000s, a new dawn for Afrobeat. The digital age opened doors for a new wave of Afrobeat artists. P-Square, a Nigerian twin duo, became the superstars with their infectious blend of Afrobeat, hip-hop and R&B. Their hit Chop My Money with its driving beat and catchy chorus, showcased the genre's potential to conquer the dance floors worldwide. But the true game changer of the 2000s was undoubtedly Fela Kuti, Fela's oldest son. He carried the torch of social consciousness while incorporating contemporary sounds. Tracks like Legacy and Bang Bang became anthems for the new generation, keeping the spirit of Afrobeat alive and relevant. The 2020s, Afrobeat takes over the world. Fast forward to the present day, and Afrobeat has exploded onto the global scene. Artists like Burna Boy, a Nigerian powerhouse, are leading the game in charge. His music is a potent mix of Afrobeat traditions like dancehall, pop, and even touches of reggae. Tracks like Ye, a smash global hit, charted as high as number 12 in the US for Afrobeat songs. So let's break down Ye and see how it captures the essence of modern Afrobeat. The song features a driving polyrhythmic groove built on the intricate hi-hat patterns and deep bass lines. Burna Boy's vocals are smooth yet powerful, delivering lyrics that celebrate African culture and heritage. This potent combination is what makes modern Afrobeats so irresistible. The future, a genre in constant evolution. Afrobeat's journey is far from over. A new generation of artists like Yemi Alade, Wizkid, and Davido are pushing the boundaries even further, incorporating elements of EDM, soul, and even Latin music. This constant evolution is what keeps Afrobeat exciting, a genre that respects its roots while embracing new influences. It's a powerful voice for social change, a celebration of African culture, and most importantly, absolutely irresistible on the dance floor. Beyond borders, Afrobeat has global reach. It's important to acknowledge that Afrobeat isn't confined to African artists. The genre's global appeal has attracted many artists from a range of backgrounds who have incorporated its elements into their own music. One example is Ed Sheeran. His hit song Bibiba Beyeye, in collaboration with Ghanaian artist Fuse ODG, features a driving Afrobeat rhythm section with a layered percussion and prominent shakers, adding a vibrant texture to the song. This collaboration highlights Afrobeat's ability to transcend cultural boundaries and create exciting fusions. Similarly, British rapper B Young has experimented with Afrobeats on his tracks like 079 Me, Melanin, and Wine. Afrobeat serves as a foundation for creative exploration, inspiring artists worldwide to incorporate its elements into their own sonic palettes. Having said this, it's also important to mention that these collaborations should be done respectfully, acknowledging the genre's origins and giving credits to African artists who have pioneered the sound. Afrobeat's global influence is a testament to its power, but it's vital to ensure that the cultural context and the history of the genre remain at the forefront.